Hi everyone, welcome to We Knew the Moon. My name's Tracey and I'm here with Dee.
Hi.
Today we're celebrating full moon in Capricorn. We're here to guide you through this full moon in the sign of Capricorn. We're going to do a little talk about what this energy means. Dee has an exercise for us today. I'm excited to see what she's going to guide us through. I'm going to talk you through a few bits and pieces that you can do to harness this moon's energy during this time. As always, though, before Dee begins her exercise, I'm going to suggest some aromas and crystals for you to use during what Dee's going to guide us through. For the aromas today, we are suggesting cypress, sandalwood, and patchouli. And for the crystals, malachite, jade, aquamarine, and garnet. But go with whatever's calling out to you. These are our suggestions which harness and go with the full moon in Capricorn quite well. But we always say do what you want as well. So if something's calling out to you that you need for this phase, bring it with you. Find yourself a quiet space to pause where you can focus on this exercise. Get yourself comfy, make a cup of tea. What are we going to be doing today, Dee?
Well, I'm really excited about this one. So you're going to need your journal as well, or something to write down on. We're going to do a guided meditation with journaling points where we actually take time during the meditation to journal. So I think this is true of both of us, Tracey, but we don't have very much Capricorn in our birth charts or have any Capricorn close friends. So this is an energy that is a little bit foreign to us. But it's quite exciting to be able to experience it during a full moon in Capricorn. So
we always say that if Dee and I was to have a little zodiac baby, it'd probably be a Capricorn, because I feel like it's a mixture of Aries and Taurus.
Exactly. It's not one that the energy doesn't fight too much with our natural inclinations. Let's put it like that. But other people will find it a bit more of a struggle because Capricorn rules the process of human growth and development. And it is what drives us to grow materialistically and spiritually. So it might be a matter of acquiring more things or to acquire something that materialistic that we have been trying to get. I don't mean materialistic as a negative. I mean a material item that you're trying to get, a physical object or item that you're trying to obtain. It might also be that you're trying to grow spiritually. And this is a really good time for that. And like with every full moon, it's a really good time for cleansing and for releasing anything, possessions, relationships, patterns that are no longer serving us. This can be quite emotional, as we know. And so we want to explore what comes up when we think about this. So now this meditation is all about asking, what are we holding on to that no longer serves us? The Capricorn full moon is also about productivity and practicality. So we're going to do this very efficiently. And we're going to look at where there's resistance and what we need in order to move forward.
So, I like the efficient meditation.
Yes, exactly. So as Tracey said, I want you to get comfortable. Try to make sure that you won't be disturbed for at least the next half hour so that you have time to go through this meditation and properly reflect on it with us afterwards. Off we go. I want you to get comfortable. Close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath together. Just inhale deeply. And fully exhale. And see if we can just let go a little bit of that swirling storm that's going on in our mind. It can be difficult to find a port in the storm, so we have to learn to be our own port. We have to learn how to ground in and tune in and breathe in when we need to. With this full moon in Capricorn, it's a return to that Capricorn energy that we started the year with. And if you've been on this journey since the start of the year, you will know the theme of the Capricorn is dismantling structures. Capricorn rules business and society and hierarchies. And we see these themes being dismantled so that they may be rebuilt. But it can be difficult to be amongst the storm. Think of this full moon and return to Capricorn energy as a checking in point. What are the lessons that you've learned? Is there anything that we missed out? Is there anywhere where we are still giving our power away? Because these feelings of power and control are all tied up with this Capricorn energy. So let's begin by reflecting together and take some time to reflect back to the start of the year. When we first had this Capricorn energy, when we had new moon in Capricorn. And let's consider everything that's been dismantled in our lives since then. Think about structures. These are structures we might have created when we thought they were serving us. And belief systems that we've since outgrown. These structures might be relationships, friendships, work relationships, where we realize we've been giving away our power. All these things that we realize are no longer serving us. We have had the opportunity to review. So let's consider all these things and write them down. What have you been dismantling and discarding this year? Capricorn is represented by the sea goat, and the sea goat is able to swim all the way to the depths of the ocean and then climb back up to the top of mountains. And this is the energy we have available to us now. This is our checking in point, where we ask ourselves, is there anything I have missed? Is there something that has to go that I have been avoiding? Have I slipped up somewhere and let myself fall back into old habits? These are all the themes we can consider. Capricorn is a strong earth energy. So while it dismantles structures, it also rebuilds them, but on a stronger foundation. And that's what we can do now. Re-examine the beliefs, the behaviors, the patterns, and rebuild anew. And it's an opportunity for us to fully claim back our personal power. Because we're just starting to understand how much personal power we have. So let's take some time now to think if there's anything we have missed, something that needs to be let go. something you've been avoiding dealing with, or if you've been giving your power away. Or have you slipped back into old patterns despite your realizations over the past months? Write down anything that comes to mind. A full moon is always a release point. And with it comes this energy that you can tap into, this higher energy that allows us to let go. It can be really helpful for us to write down everything we wish to be free of, everything we wish to dismantle, and ask that the full moon helps us to be free of it. So let's write them down now as powerful affirmations. I am free from. I no longer give power to. I take power back from. So write down some of your power statements. I am free from. I no longer give power to. I take power back from. Use the energy of the full moon to help you symbolically release everything you've written down. Fully let go now of everything that doesn't need to come with us. The energy might feel chaotic, but it is the building block of something much better. This is our personal transformation point of the year, and it's time for you to find your power, to take it back, to stand up for what you believe in, to stop giving your power away. Now is the time. That one came from Sarah Kemp, who has a website, Moonlight and Manifesting. And over to you, Tracey. You're going to give us some information about full moon in Capricorn, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm going to talk us through the sheets. Hopefully lots of stuff popped up there for you for this full moon. Like Dee said, it's a time for reflection and release. And I love the idea of Capricorn. There's some key words there of building blocks and power and all those activities that Dee suggested there. I think it's quite a powerful full moon. And if you can use it well, then you can definitely practice some release. There is a tug of war between home life and work life. You might be flitting between feeling resigned and feeling like controlling everyone and everything. You may therefore overlook what you need at this time. That summarises Capricorn quite well. It's an energy that is quite driven. It likes legacy, and you can find yourself just charging full steam ahead and ignoring others. So it's definitely a time to, just like Dee said, assess your power and make sure that you're putting your energy into the right things and you're not over-focusing to one area of your life and not another. We always say work-life balance. Don't let this lead to resentment towards others, and be clear with those around you about what you need and what you want right now. Use that Capricorn energy to be direct. Most importantly, do not seek validation from others right now. Work on eliminating your own self-doubt, which I think is perfect for this full moon. And when we were doing that exercise, Dee, because I always do these guides with everyone else, I did write down that you need to be fulfilled as a person. And one of the things I want to work on is feeling complete just by myself, without relying on others for justification, for answers, for purpose, for clarity. And that is a very Capricorn energy. Although someone else can always tell you, oh, but you're doing so well. You know, reassurance from others is all great. But unless you feel it from within, it bounces back off or it repeats, and it's a cycle that keeps happening.
We don't judge ourselves the same as we judge other people. We're much harsher usually judging ourselves than we are other people. So one good practice is to talk to yourself as you would talk to one of your dear friends.
Yeah. And most of the things that you do, which you doubt or think you could have done better, no one notices any other way anyway. So,
and if we talk to other people how we talk to ourselves, we would have no friends, because we are mean to ourselves, aren't we?
So use this full moon energy in Capricorn maybe to reflect on that and find a little bit of inner peace and completion. I put here, stop expecting others to complete me, relying on others to satisfy and fulfill me, giving my power away. All these things, I'm quite excited by this full moon in Capricorn. So here we say, ask yourself the following. Have I let my ambition override my compassion to others and myself? It's very Capricorn to just be with the goal state full steam ahead.
Like, are they called blinkers, what you have on a horse? You know?
Yes, just seeing straight ahead. Secondly, has my personal life suffered due to my work life? I think something that we're mostly guilty of. We can have periods of time where we work a lot. And finally, am I completely ignoring my heart in favour of my head? Capricorn is quite head focused.
Like we said, very practical.
Yeah. Wants to create legacy, wants to complete those goals without too much emotion. So it's always good to have a balance. The affected organs, are you ready, Dee? Take care during this moon phase of the knees, skin, hair and back. Dyslexic
me read that wrong and read back hair.
Back hair. Well, you could incorporate both if you do need a little back wax.
Yep. It might be the time.
It might be the time for moon in Capricorn. Aromas. Okay, so we mentioned before the aromas for this full moon are cypress, sandalwood and patchouli. Capricorn is earth, and these are very earthy aromas. We say you can burn them if they're edible. Maybe have a look and see if you can get cups of tea, have them in candles. There's all sorts you can do with the aromas. Sandalwood is a really great one for grounding you and for focus. great for the root chakra. I was just saying today, I have made some chakra sprays for my shop, and for the root one, which is your lower first chakra, which helps you feel the earth beneath your feet, helps you stay focused, helps you stay grounded. It was sandalwood that was in there and patchouli. So all these fragrances are very much
grounding.
root grounding. Yeah. The second aroma is sandalwood, which I just mentioned again, is great for the roots. Cypress is a great all-rounder, and I had a look at what this means. The cypress tree comes up in the Wheel of the Year, and it's symbolic of growth and ambition, which are words you team up with Capricorn. It's also a symbol of life and death. I didn't know this, Dee, but have you seen there's always a lot of cypress trees in cemeteries? And it's because it's such an ancient symbol to protect cemeteries.
I know it's linked to remembrance, so maybe that's why.
Use these oils to help find a bit of balance and stability. The tarot is the pentacles, which teams up really well with the element of earth. And the keywords for pentacles, watch out if you do your tarot, if this card comes up, are dependable, industrious, cautious, diligent, and material stability. So the crystals, malachite. I love malachite for travels. It's one I sell for adventure, if you need an adventure or you're going on a new adventure. But it's also good for jet lag as well, prosperity. It's a green one, so it's good for the heart. Jade. I always have that by my tail, again for prosperity. Aquamarine. Aquamarine is the March birthstone, but needless to say, anyone can have it. It's a really lovely blue stone. Just looking at it is very calming. So if you are finding yourself in an agitated state during full moon, teamed up with Capricorn Earth, must do stuff, but can't do stuff because can't concentrate. I always compare it to a waterfall. It's very cleansing, reduces stress as well. And garnet. Garnet is that red stone, and I had a quick look. It's associated with the January birthstone, but it also has a lovely meaning of higher thinking and self-empowerment. And self-empowerment I underline because I think that goes really well with your building blocks and your power words for this full moon. And the affirmation for this full moon in Capricorn, say it, write it down, download your affirmation card from your login and print it off. I am self-aware and full of wisdom. I am self-aware and full of wisdom. And finally, the numerology for this full moon in Capricorn. Look out for the number 8, Dee. Quite like the number 8.
Goes well with the jade in Eastern mythology. It's very lucky.
Linked with connection, abundance, prosperity, ambition. We did a whole episode on numerology if you want to find out more about how the number 8 can be associated with these words. There's lots of ways these numbers can pop up in your life. Happy full moon in Capricorn, everyone. Take a moon bath, put out some water under the full moon, wash and cleanse your crystals. There's lots to do. Get journaling with Dee's lovely practice today. But more so, just enjoy.
And be kind to yourself.
Yes, that's nice, dear. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. If you enjoyed that and you want more from us, why don't you head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/We Knew the Moon, and check out some bonus content.
Also, if you want to stay up to date, you can follow us on our Facebook page at we.knew.the.moon. If you could leave us a review on our Facebook page, that would mean a lot.
Our Instagram handle is the same as our Facebook, at we.knew.the.moon. We are on Twitter at We Knew the Moon 1, and we are also on Pinterest. Just search for We Knew the Moon.
Finally, if you want lots more fun, moon info and all things spiritual, plus our lovely shop, please visit our website, wenewthemoon.co.uk.